Hello and welcome to the Evercade Retreat. My name is Jinjoke and today I'm doing a preview of the Windjammers, Karnov and Friends collection for the Evercade. That's a really awkward title. I mean, I get why they did it because they can't call it Data East Arcade 3. It's not licensed from Gmode and it's licensed from Payon, although it is Data East Games. But surely they could have come up with a better title. Just Karnov and Friends would have been better. I mean, I know Windjammers is probably a more recognisable name, but it doesn't really roll off the tongue, does it? Naming conventions aside as a gripe, how does the cart stand up? Well, at 5 games it's not the most robust collection of games, but are they any good? Well, I have had a play of them all now. Some of them I had played before, some I hadn't, and some I'd played other versions of the games. So I have gone and played all these games now, and yeah, so all this footage is my gameplay, some of it shockingly bad attempt at playing these games, and yeah, let's go through them all. So let's start off with Windjammers. Now this is a game that I did play back in the day a little bit. I've never really got on with that well. It's basically a bit like Pong meets Frisbee. Throw your Frisbee, whatever, between you and your opponent, try and get it past your opponent. Fairly straightforward stuff, but it does get quite good fun once you start getting the hang of it. This game isn't really my kind of jam, but it is good at what it does and it's popular. I know a lot of other people like it more than I do, and like I said, I've never been that good at it. I've never really taken to it fully, so maybe I will once I get this cart properly and really put some effort into it. Karnov was pretty much like a Data East mascot for a long time. Obviously there was this game and he appeared as a bad guy in Bad Dudes vs Dragon Ninja, and he was the final boss or one of the final bosses in Fighter's History and things. Pretty sure he turned up in other games as well, like Trio the Punch and things, but yeah, this first game I played it on the ZX Spectrum back in the day. I don't think I've got very far on it. I did also play the terrible C64 version, which I remember being frustrated that it wasn't as good as the Spectrum version, which I liked as a kid. This was the very first time I played the arcade original, and I barely remembered anything from the game and I died horribly, but there was a certain charm to it, that sort of Data East weirdness, if you like. Various power-ups and items that you get which can help you, and yeah, I think this would be quite a fun one to play through. Is it a great game? I'm not sure, but I do kind of like it. Atomic Runner Chelnov is one I played the Mega Drive version back in the day. I was never that good at it, but I quite liked it. I liked the aesthetic. Now, if I recall correctly, that version was like enhanced visually, or I seem to remember it looking better than this one does. This obviously came out in the arcades earlier, and to be perfectly honest, on the Mega Drive I wasn't a huge fan of it. I liked it with enough shooting, but I found the constantly scrolling shooting gameplay a bit frustrating. Playing it again many years later, I can actually see that I think I'm going to enjoy this more than I used to back in the day. And I know some people swear by it, I think it's a fantastic game, so time will tell, but yeah, I think it's a pretty solid game. Again, like Karnov, is it a great game? I'm not sure, time will tell. Vapor Trail Hyper Offense Formation I have played before, and I remember basically getting to the first boss and dying, and it might just be my gameplay here was quite poor. I don't remember it being as difficult as I found it when I was playing it today. But again, it's a pretty good shoot 'em up. I mean, it doesn't get me in the same way that say your Tower Plan shoot 'em ups do, but yeah, it's a solid shoot 'em up, and again, with a bit more perseverance of playing, I might grow to like it more. I know this is a game that does have its fans and some people are really excited for it. And finally, Roger Armor Force. Or is it Roger Armor Force? Whatever. You control basically like a mech or a robot, and you can choose from 3 different types, or you can build different types. I haven't really explored the options of how much you can do with it, but there's bound to be a bit of difference in how they play, I'd assume. Visually it's impressive, and I know this is a game that would have impressed me, or I would have been drawn to if I'd heard of it or seen it out and about when I was a kid or a teenager. This sort of thing really would have been my jam. And playing it, it seems like a good action game, and to be honest, it is the one from the collection that I'm most looking forward to playing through properly when the cart arrives. Overall, this cart is only 5 games, which, like I say, isn't the biggest collection ever, but they do all seem quite different. There's a decent amount of variety on it, and although only one of them fully excites me, the others I am interested in enough, or I like enough, that I will persevere with them or put the effort in to see if I like them more than I do on maybe first impressions. So I think this would be a solid cart, possibly a great one, maybe, but I'm looking forward to trying it out properly. Although that said, of the carts announced in the showcase, this is the one that I'm probably looking forward to the least, but then I have nostalgia for the Gremlin games, so that's probably just me on that one. Anyway, I think that's it for this video. Not really too much more I can say, so yeah, I'll see you in the next video, which will probably be the Neo Geo Arcade Collection 1.
Construct your robot! Commence your attack.
Grenade